I'm not a criminal, not here, not abroad, in any jurisdiction in the world have I ever committed any crimes. To get down to the nitty and gritty, I'm not a fraud. I'm not a criminal who defrauded the entire country and made up this fictional character and ran for Congress. I've been around a long time. I mean, a lot of people know me. They know who I am. They've done business dealings with me. I'm not going to make excuses for this, but a lot of people overstate in their resumes or twist a little bit or ingratiate themselves. I'm not saying I'm not guilty of that.
I'm not going to make excuses, but I am going to make excuses. Now, just imagine if Nina Turner running for office, you know, when I told you I'm the first Black woman on the moon, imagine what would have happened, like right then and there, right during the process of running, what would have happened if I just kind of patted my resume in the way that this man has padded his resume. And what is his retort? I'm not a criminal. No, you're not a criminal. You're just a flat out pathological liar is what you are. But yet the man is Congressman-elect. I'm not sure I would have been able to get away with that. Let's put up this headline. Liar Rep-elect George Santos admits fabricating key details of his bio. Because what's a little lie between friends? Why do the voters have to know the truth? I mean, that's not a prerequisite for running, that the voters have to know the truth about your resume. So I've decided that, hey, I was the first Black woman on the moon because I could just do that. Long Island Rep-elect George Santos came clean to the Post on Monday, admitting that he lied on the campaign trail about his education and work experience, but insisting that the controversy won't deter him from serving out his 2-year term in Congress. Now let's take a look at what he lied about, shall we? He said he worked for Citigroup and Goldman Sachs. Now I don't even know why this day and age anybody would want to brag about that, but here we are. He would have been better saying he went to the moon, like me. Claimed he received degrees from 2 colleges, university. Yeah, that's what he claimed. And then third, claimed his grandparents survived the Holocaust. Now that was the lie of lies of lies of lies on top of lies. And just really no shame about the people who do have relatives who survived the Holocaust. For him to play with that, no shame at all. So he said, I am not a criminal, Santos said at one point during his exclusive interview. This controversy will not deter me from having a good legislative success. I will be effective. I will be good. And you know what? Santos is right, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends. He is not a criminal. However, he is a pathological liar. Bolded, underscored, underlined it. Say it with me. Santos is a pathological liar. One more time. Santos is a pathological liar. And he did this on purpose. This wasn't by accident. This wasn't a little bit, I kind of forgot my resume. This was a straight up, absolutely lie to the people, they'll gobble it up. That's what he did. And he also is correct when he asserts that he's not the only one. There are a lot of people who lie on their way to Congress. Former Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, during an interview with Santos, asked him an important question. It was a simple question. Watch this.
And now I want to put this past me so I can deliver for the American people.
The thing is, Congressman-elect, integrity means, yes, carrying yourself with honor, but it means telling the truth, being a person of integrity. And if I were one of those in New York's 3rd district right now that the election is over, and I'm finding out all of these lies that you've told, not just one little lie or one little embellishment, these are blatant lies. My question is, do you have no shame? Do you have no shame in the people who are now you're asking to trust you to go and be their voice for them, their families, and their kids in Washington?
Do you have no shame, sir? You, sir Santos, do you have no shame? That was a very important question. But guess what? He has no shame because the brother said he's gonna keep on going. He doesn't. He is a fraud. The Republicans knew it from the beginning. Jackson, this was nothing but unfettered power grab. They did not care one iota that this man was a fraud from the beginning. They knew it. They ran him anyway. And the Democrats absolutely did nothing. Didn't even double, put this out in the public while this man was running. Jackson, I went to the moon. I'm the first Black woman.
And you said you got the moon rocks to prove it. You know what I'm saying? You can pass it out. People smoke them moon rocks. You know what I'm saying? But But just this is like a whole nother level of lying. People like the typical types of lies we see on campaigns would be like what people are running on, what their plans are when they're going to be in office, stuff like that. But people typically don't lie about where they went to school, who their family is, where they go to church, where they used to work, because these types of things can be validated rather easily, actually. Which goes to show that how easily people can slip under the radar just because you don't necessarily have experts paying attention. There's so much going on, which also calls for maybe we need a little bit more federal oversight or more, exactly, just more proper vetting of candidates so stuff like this doesn't happen. Because unless he's physically forced out of office through litigation, he may serve his term. And he, I think this will kind of become he'll be the butt of the joke of this, like, oh yeah, that guy George Santos. But I mean, if he doesn't get kicked out of office, then he'll serve his term. And we know that he absolutely has no shame. Even Tulsi Gabbard and Fox News is roasting him about it.
Come on, they are, and he will serve. The GOP is kind of mum on this, and I read some articles where it was very clear, Jackson, that they knew that this man fabricated. No, we don't call that fabrication. Just straight up lied is what this man did. Yeah. Now, my stunt double made a statement about this on Twitter. Let's see what she had to say about it. If every member of Congress that lied to voters to get elected had to resign, there would be a bipartisan mass resignation. Amen to that, stunt double. You got that right. Yes, you did. We will keep an eye on this story. Santos is probably most likely not going anywhere. There needs to be a recall. The people who lose out the most are the voters of that district who he deceived. And the fact that that GOP leadership is mum on it tells us all that we need to know. Just total disrespect for the voters of that district. Santos, woo, baby, you a pathological lie. You put pathological in lie. Okay, when we look up the word pathological in the dictionary, yeah, there gonna be several folks next to you, baby. But you at the top of the list for now.
Santos, he a synonym. He the first synonym.
Woo,
man, we can't make
this
what I'm saying?
up. No, we cannot.